Like the stream, Wyatt.
Okie dokie. I don't even have it up. Right? Is it on yet?
I just
Yep,
turned it
yep,
on.
we are live. What's up? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fights with Friends. We got friends here tonight. We got Billy Hughes and Wyatt Matheson on the mic with me.
What's up, guys?
What's up, everybody? Look how tiny our pictures are, Wyatt.
Hold up, I'm not even there yet. Here we go. Oh, some good old ads playing here.
Oh, I'm super miniaturized here, but
oh, that looks sick. That reminds me of a former guy who used to be on the show who shan't be named.
Yeah. I think he died anyway, so.
I mean, that would be kind of sad.
It would be. I don't wish death on most people.
Just him, right?
No, it's not that bad. It's just bad joke. What's up, Toyota
Who's
guy
everyone
37?
Who's everyone going for? I'm going for the underdog here, especially if he's got a good chance.
I'm going for Dubois. I think he's got some bigger fights in the future.
In the main event, I am particularly Billy, is going for Jake Paul.
Yeah. And then Mike and I are both going for Woodley. But I personally do think that Jake will win. I just don't want him to.
And I know you guys can't see it right now, but we are on the... There's 3 fights left on this card, and we are at the heavyweight showcase, which is Daniel Dubois versus Giuseppe Cusimano. Dubois is 23, 10 years younger than Cusimano, both 6'4". 6'10" reach advantage for Dubois. He weighed in 2.5 pounds heavier at 238 pounds. Dubois is a pretty showcase fighter on this card.
That's a huge reach. 82 inches is a monstrous reach.
He's got to be the best fighter on the whole card, too, right? I mean, I guess you could argue that Serrano is, but for the men.
Yeah, male fighter. Serrano's a multiple weight class champion.
So if we're not addressing the chat as much tonight, guys, we see it, but with 3 of us trying not to talk over each other, it's not going to be quite as much reading every comment, of course. But just say hello. I see everybody. Part-time God, what's up? RW Stunning, Josiah Perez, Huckabee Adventures, Toyota Guy 37. MMA Arnada, Greg Brimstone, Valentin Castorena. Hey, we see everybody. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, welcome, guys. Quick breakdown on what we're seeing here. This is covered on Showtime pay-per-view. The 3 announcers calling the fights on the pay-per-view tonight are Mauro Ranallo, the legend Al Bernstein, and MMA favorite Ariel Helwani are going to be on the mic tonight, and your ring announcer is Classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
So we actually got 2 MMA guys for the commentators, too, because you got Mauro Ranallo, which is also, I would say, a legend.
I agree.
All right, representing London, England, this guy's a big favorite. 16-1 with 15 knockouts, Daniel Dubois.
Oh, you can't butcher the name like that, Mike. Come on, man.
Dubois.
Dubois. All right.
You want to let everybody know about what the little that we know about Dubois, Wyatt?
I know very little. I know that he fought Joe Joyce. That was the last fight that I saw him in. I know he's won fight since then. He lost to Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is an Olympic gold medalist, though, I believe. And so, yeah, no shame in losing to him. And I believe it's been smooth sailing outside of that fight. So we'll see if that continues tonight.
All right.
Betting-wise, Dubois is a heavy favorite. Heavy favorite.
Yeah, I think, 15-1?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Higher than that, actually, 22-1.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they get some ridiculous odds in boxing.
We're getting ready to start round 1 here. It's a heavyweight showcase.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start. the round here. Oops, and I'm already having difficulties on the clock here. I apologize.
It's round 1 of 10.
Oh, it's
in the
all I
heavyweight
needed to do
division.
was do that.
I'm not going to ruin anything. I am like a full minute ahead of you guys. I'm a minute into the fight over here, but it starts off absolutely crazy.
Good. Big right hand from Dubois, and Cusimano automatically clinches. Ref backs him up. I'll do a little play-by-play when Mike waits. Fixes everything. Good right hand over the top from Cusimano. Cusimano's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, he's
they're
only a
almost
few
the same
pounds
weight.
less.
Oh, big overhand right and a left staggers Cusimano. Dubois
Oh, wow.
trying to unload a couple right hands. Oh, drops him.
Yeah, big
Minute
knockout
into the
already.
fight, Dubois
6,
dropped him.
7, 8. He might not get up.
Now, do you guys know, because I know for an earlier fight they said the 3 knockdown rule was not in effect. Is that in effect tonight?
I did not catch that part.
I don't know
But,
if it's...
shout out to our Street Gang dropping the dono already.
Thank you, PBR
Wow.
Street Gang. Oh, big right hand for Dubois.
Yeah, Dubois
going for
wants
the
to
finish,
finish
guys.
tonight.
Dubois. I don't know why I can't pronounce that tonight.
Oh, big right hand from Cusimano, though.
We just
Oh, damn. He's down. Cusimano down again.
Yeah. Well, my bet of it making it to round 6 is not going to happen.
No, I don't think so. Not unless
done.
Cusimano's corner puts a little something in Dubois' water bottle.
He stood up at 9.
It don't matter. I don't think we're making it to the end of the round.
I don't think so
No,
either.
he's better
Oh, and
walk
there
to
it
the
is. A barrage from
Swinging
Dubois.
wildly, and down he goes again. That's it.
It is all
Ref-
over.
Wow. Impressive. The hype is real, Wyatt. The hype is real.
Absolutely.
All right,
Now
first round knockout.
We got one huge downside here, which is now we're going to have to wait an eternity for the next fight. Because I'm pretty sure they schedule fights based off time, so we might be like, what, an hour wait for the next fight?
Hopefully not that much.
This is the third of 5 fights. Quick recap for you guys that didn't get to see it. Tyson Fury's younger brother, Tommy Fury, opened up the card tonight. And me and Wyatt caught that fight, and we'll just say we were less than impressed by his performance, GSP style.
I mean, I would
He
say
did win by damn decision, though.
Tommy Fury has a great career in front of him in male modeling. Boxing is not for the man. He's got to leave that to his older brother.
Yeah, he's got a ways to go. He is 8-0 as a professional now, but he fought an opponent tonight that was, 7-8 inches shorter. The guy's supposed to be a 155-pounder, and he fought at 180. Completely set up for Fury to have a highlight reel knockout, and he didn't even knock the guy down once. So it says a lot that he wasn't able to close the show in a showcase fight.
Sounds like a perfect opponent for Jake Paul.
Truly. Yep, I agree. I mean, I think Jake was hoping he's going to make a little bit more noise tonight. I mean, he should have, because it was Jake's training partner in which he was fighting against, he should have just have him take a dive. Get hit by a shot, take a dive, end the fight, all kinds of controversy around it, be a better setup than what we saw here tonight.
What's up,
Hey, Mike,
Mace?
You want to try channel 1 again? I'm going to see real quick. Nope,
right.
It's still choppy. We're going to have to stay with 2. So, yeah, guys, you're going to be about a minute ahead of us because we're having to watch an alternate version of it on a different channel because our main channel is freezing.
Now,
So we will be behind.
it's
about
good
a
on
minute.
my end right now. Now that it just went back.
On the first one?
Yep.
Oh, well, let me try then. Because that one is timed up with everybody.
Yeah. What's up, Mace Dovitor? Robert Kerrigan in the house. Derp Crunch. Good to see you guys.
Do you guys remember the movie Yes Man?
Yep.
Yeah.
You remember the scene where the girl is performing to like 7 people and she's like, I want to say hello to Rodrigo, blah, blah, blah. That's what Mike sounds like when he does that. Is yours choppy, Mike? Because mine is.
Yeah, it's getting choppy now. I think we'll probably switch back to 3.
Okay. The 3 or 2?
Oh, let's see. I know 3 was choppy. Good.
We gotta stay with 2. It looks like.
Okay.
So apologies to everyone in the chat. We will be a minute behind you, but
yeah, please don't spoil it.
Nonetheless.
But we'll be way ahead of everyone that's not able to watch.
True. Very good point.
David Keller, any thoughts on pay-per-view numbers tonight? Jake seems to do pretty good. I'm going to say 800,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'm going to say they claim 1 million buys, but it won't truthfully be that high.
Yeah, I could totally see that, for sure. Is that a new record, like 8 million pay-per-view buys?
No, 800,000, I said.
No, I know, but they'll claim 8 million.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they don't do 800,000, if they don't do over 500,000, I think they might rethink the whole Paul thing because, I mean, you're bringing in the MMA crowd too with Tyron Woodley, and I mean, Paul's worked pretty hard to make people hate him.
Do we know what the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight did for pay-per-view buys?
I know the numbers are harder because Triller did it weird.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And I know, like, the purses were screwed up because of all the, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like a concert at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was peculiar.
Well, Mike Tyson
is such a joke.
Oh, yeah. Mike Tyson's having a hard time rebooking a fight now because he said he won't deal with Triller. And then he was I think, scheduled to fight Lennox Lewis. And then Triller sued and said, you can't fight for anybody else. And they're having some back and forth.
27 of you beautiful fight fans out there already. Go ahead and smash that like button like Mr. Dubois just did to Cusimano. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the best MMA combat sports channel on the tube.
I think so. Definitely the best community here. A Dirt Crunch? I don't know. Congrats to Jake now. I don't know about that.
Ariel Helwani is handling the post-fight interviews. Unfortunately, I can't have the sound up, so I don't know what Dubois is saying. But he finished him within, less than 2 minutes. Showcase fight. Probably the most eyes that I've ever seen him fight. So the sky's the limit for him. And I know the box community in the United Kingdom is huge. So this guy could really turn into a star if they handle the next couple fights after this correctly.
Yeah, so Dubois said he felt like he rushed it a little bit. Ariel Helwani's like, I don't think you rushed it at all. I think you did that perfectly. And I mean, I mean, if he's disappointed at all with that performance, I mean, we should be looking for some really exciting fights out of this guy.
Mace Devader says, what is all about that Legends Only? I'm not sure what he's asking about.
The Legends Only, Mike Tyson said, that's the league he's trying to promote, is the Legends Only.
I see.
I don't think that would work very well. I think you're going to have a whole bunch of guys that are just too far over the hill. And some of them will be entertaining, like obviously Tyson will be and the big names will be, but I think it would get old very quickly when you see guys that are just kind of looking like they're punching underwater, basically.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a reason that, you know, we watch professional sports of guys in their prime, and there's always been guys. I remember Terrell Owens going over to the Canadian Football League. It wasn't entertaining. I watched a little bit of it. It was not good.
Chad Ochocinco, before he tried boxing, which he looked okay at in his fight, he also went to the Canadian Football League.
Mm-hmm.
I think he really could have won that fight.
Who?
Chad Ochocinco. If he had a little bit more technique,
he did win. He won that one.
Did he not win the decision? I thought it was.
Oh, okay. Well, but we all know he won the fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought, was it a draw or was it the other guy get the decision? I'm trying
Go
to
for it,
remember
Billy.
now.
They didn't judge the fight. It was an exhibition because the
Oh,
athletic commission wouldn't sanction him because he's never fought before.
that's right. That's right. Yeah. And they're going to have to do some updates, in my opinion, on that as older guys come out. Because once you get a certain age, I want to say like 38, if you haven't had so many professional fights already, you cannot get sanctioned for a professional fight.
I think we need to get George Foreman back in there in that legacy league thing.
Dude, did you see him on that reality show with the other two old guys? He could not even hike. He is in such bad shape.
Oh, but he's so old. Like he's got to be what, 70?
Yeah, he's around
I'm
70.
not sure.
So
Quick shout out for the chat. We had a couple more people jump in. Rodney War Eagle, longtime viewer. How's it going? Captain Buzzkill is in the building. Robert Kerrigan, how's it going? Arcade Chaos is also here now. What's up, buddies? Glad that you guys are joining us.
Arcade says, how many more fights until the main event? We got one more fight, and then the main event.
Yeah, this next fight is the co-main event. It is Amanda Serrano, multi-division champion, defending her belt against Ioane Mercado, who is going up a weight class to fight Serrano here tonight. Serrano is the heavy favorite. She has the better pedigree when it comes to past opponents. But this, on paper, is the closest fight of the night.
I didn't know that. I thought Serrano was actually coming down a weight class for this fight.
No, it's Mercado's going up one.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
But both women are champions in their particular weight classes.
What's up,
So,
Guerrero
champion
Gringo in the
champion.
house? Hello, sir. Hopefully we
And
don't
you're
have
gonna show
too
a quick
long.
breakdown.
Hopefully we don't have too long before this next fight. I know boxing really likes to have their super long promos.
I
This
think it
should,
might be a while, unfortunately.
This should show you something, Mike, because do you remember back in the day, what was that female boxer that was like real big in the 90s?
Christy Martin.
Christy Martin. Yeah. They're showing like the evolution of female boxing from back in the day.
Did you guys see the Netflix documentary on Christy Martin?
No, I didn't know there was one.
It's unbelievable. It's really, really good. It's really crazy. I don't know if you heard kind of what happened to her, but abusive husband and fighting for her life to get out, even though the irony in her being an actual fighter on the outside.
Wow. No, I had no idea.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
I won't give it away, but it's the story of her coach, because like her first boxing coach, she married, and 25 years older than her. It was just this big disaster from the beginning. Anyway, made a lot of poor decisions on her behalf, such as fighting, I forget her name, Muhammad Ali's daughter.
Layla Ali.
Layla.
Ali. And that should have never happened, being there's like a 30-pound weight gap, and then Christy was past her prime at the time. All kinds of different things. Anyway, it's a very good documentary. I'd highly recommend it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out. I was going to point out a couple more things in the chat. We're going to start trivia here in a second, guys. There is a prize on the line, but hello to Cheeto Ortiz, Bandit Country 32. Hope you're having a great night. Guerrero Gringo, I think Mike already pointed that one out. But $20 Amazon gift card on the line to whoever wins trivia tonight. I believe Mike is going to start us off since we're in between fights. We'll start pumping out some questions to give you guys something to do.
All right. Everybody refresh your browsers, and we will start with some trivia. So keep in mind before we do this that sometimes if the answers are very, very close, it will show up as you answering it first on your screen and different to everyone else until you refresh it. So just since we have more people in here, be aware of that.
Yeah, and me and Mike are going to be asking the questions. Wyatt will be monitoring the chat and letting us know who answers first.
Sounds good.
All right, first question of the night. All right, this one, boxing related, a bit far back, but I think somebody will know this one. This fighter Fought Jimmy Doyle in a boxing match in 1947. He had previously pulled out of the fight after had dreamed that he had killed the fighter. Was talked into it by a priest to go on with the fight, and Jimmy Doyle ended up dying in the ring that night. Who was the opponent? Like start a fight league. There's a lot of chumps here. Oh my goodness, Derb. I have thought of that. I need an island though. There we go.
Maybe tell him the weight class. You know it.
Greg Brimstone got it. Sugar Ray Robinson.
All right. And for
Could be hard for.
Sorry, but for whoever wins tonight, go ahead and contact Mike and send him your information, and I will get that gift card right out to you.
I'm going to have a hard time monitoring this if I don't even know what the answer is.
I was just thinking that right when I walked
That's
away.
fine. It's not too bad to monitor. All right, next question. Marvelous Marvin Hagler retired forever after losing a controversial decision to this boxer. Who did Marvelous Marvin Hagler lose to that he quit after losing the only bout of his entire career?
I know this answer.
So do I.
What's up there, Nelson?
Darren, how's it going? Adam's got it, Mike. Doesn't he?
Nope.
Nope. It is not.
Wrong answer.
Nope, not Hearns, not Duran.
Wasn't the question what was Hagler's most famous fight?
No, his last fight.
Oh, his last fight. I misheard the question.
Yeah,
Okay,
he lost by decision. I'm with you, Josiah. Let's go, T. Wood. All right, that's been enough time to Google it. Oh, no, Greg got it. Sugar Ray Leonard. So that's 2 for Greg.
Good Googling, Greg. Faster than everybody else.
I've been Drago. I like that.
All right.
In between rounds, Dave Portnoy and Dan Katz from Barstool Sports are breaking down all of the bets for each particular fight. Really, the best bet for this Serrano-Mercado fight is plus 150 for Serrano to win by decision, and that is the particular bet I went with myself.
All right, and you guys let me know who you're betting on and stuff. I got to start getting some technique or something. I've been horrible at picking fights recently, and supposedly anytime we're going to be able to bet on sports here in Washington, so I got to get better. All right, tail of the bet. I like this. Minus 2,500 favorite for Serrano Mercado, a plus 800. 850. And let's throw another trivia question out there before this starts. Who is the only heavyweight boxing champion to retire undefeated?
That's an easy one.
Yeah, it should be a speed test.
The only heavyweight boxer to ever retire undefeated.
Only heavyweight champion.
Oh,
retired undefeated and champion, sorry.
Okay, so retired with the belt. Good question.
What's up, J. Crisp 82? Oh, there you go. J. Crisp gets it. Marciano. You're correct, Rocky
right
Marciano.
Ahead of Rock Crusher. Teddy also had Marciano. Yeah, you guys were right behind him.
All right, next question. This fighter went by Manos de Piedro. It's translated in English to Hands of Stone.
Manos de Piedro translated to Hands of Stone. Okay. Maybe say that one again, Mike.
Oh, does Fury count? Oh, I don't know this. So this fighter went by the nickname of Manos de Piedro, translated to Hands of Stone. There it is. J. Chris got it. Duran. Roberto Duran.
Nice. Very cool.
So we got a battle.
Speed test one. I got a speed test one for you guys.
Go for it.
To be refreshed. So What boxer from the state of Ohio in a middleweight fight upset Jermaine Taylor? What boxer from the state of Ohio in a middleweight fight upset Jermaine Taylor? Since the fights are in Ohio tonight. This guy also did a great interview with Joe Rogan. It was not Winky Wright.
I'm trying to. Oh, I know who. Oh, I don't know if I know this.
Teddy's
actually
on the right track. The white guy, he is white. And this is when Jermaine Taylor was just a world beater. And this guy took him out. Give you guys 10 more seconds, otherwise someone will probably Google it. Hopkins. All right, Derp. Ring it in, buddy.
Didn't this guy fight Hopkins, the guy you're talking about?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think he did. All right, that's been enough time. It was Kelly Pavlik.
Yeah.
Kelly Pavlik was the answer. Oh, and Jay Chris right after I gave away the answer.
All right, Serrano making her way down to the cage. Heavy favorite tonight.
That's Mercado.
Oops. Well, she looks very happy. Yeah, that's Lameth. I see it on her shorts there. She looks like she thinks she's going to win. Does that count?
It does. Mercado's fighting out of Mexico. Serrano is fighting out of Puerto Rico.
All right.
And there's been a pretty good build-up to this fight. I got to say, I'm pretty intrigued to see it, even though Serrano is the betting favorite. If Mercado can go up a weight class successfully, she can give her a go tonight.
And we got a donation, jcrisp82 at Gmail with the $5 donation. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated.
My internet is slow. It's all right, man. You knew it, so. Yamalith Mercado. I didn't catch her record in title fights. Did anybody else?
I did not. And I apologize, you guys didn't see my OBS in between rounds, but been a while since I've had guests on the stream, so.
And here comes the defending champion, Amanda the Real Deal Serrano. Multi-division champion. Fighting pride of Puerto Rico. And she is the betting line favorite tonight.
What's up, Phantom Soft? We obviously cannot show the fight, and everybody should realize why we can't show a $75 pay-per-view for free. If you don't you might be in the wrong spot.
I don't understand. I need a full explanation as to why, please, Mike.
Because just go sign up for TikTok and figure it out.
I tried that. They couldn't explain it, though, so I was hoping Mike could give me a full education on the matter.
There you go.
I tried to do TikTok channels, and they removed me. They said I was too old to dance.
Jesus.
I know, that was bad. Hey, you can't accuse me of being scripted.
Fair enough.
What's up, Abracadabra? The fight is on Showtime pay-per-view, foo.
Unfortunately, if you disrespect my good friend Wyatt, you got to go. And we gave you more than enough chances, Derp.
All right. Champion coming into the ring. 12-1. There you go. Recent and world title bouts. 12-1 with 9 knockouts for Amanda Serrano.
Do we know who she lost to?
I don't.
I can look it up real quick.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know. RW Stunting, what's up, man? How's it going over? RW's in the UK, correct?
Yes.
It's got to be getting late over there.
Yeah, I got to see Dubois. Did you see that knockout by Dubois, though? Represented England well tonight. Robert Kerrigan, so if I want a history lesson, I'll watch Pawn Stars. When I want to daydream, I watch Counting Cars. I have no idea what that meant, but we love you, Robert.
Amanda Serrano. Sorry to talk over you, White. Amanda Serrano lost in April of 2012 by decision to Frida Wahlberg.
Oh my goodness, she hasn't lost in like a decade.
All right, tail of the tape. Amanda Serrano, 9 years older at 32 years old. Just about an inch taller at 5'5.5". Going to have a 3-inch reach advantage at 65.5.
Robert, he was being offensive, and then when someone disrespects one of the co-hosts that Mike brings on, aka Wyatt, he's already been warned. So it's simple as that, man. It's a positive community. We don't need trash.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it behind the scenes, and I would never mention it usually, but since it's a situation that he's somebody that had kind of been testing the waters for a little while.
And if you are curious, Robert, Mike was completely on board with what I just did.
Yes. Guerrero Gringo says, regardless of what people think of Paul, I love how he trolls Dana. I truly think he's going to help fighter pay. For that reason, I'm pulling for Paul. I'm not pulling for Paul, but I agree with you on that, and I love that he called out Dana on fighter pay.
Yeah, that's my big thing is you got to respect how much he's put out there in the news lately about just the tragedy that MMA has with their fighter compensation and pay. It needs to be addressed.
Do you guys think it's worse in the UFC, or do you think it's worse in boxing, though?
Overall, it's more egregious in the UFC. There are boxing people that get paid $800 or $1,000. Unfortunately, some of them don't get paid at all because there's so many promoters. Sometimes a promoter will run out. But it's hard to compare because boxing's so fractionalized, though.
Fair enough.
All right, Mike, you want to introduce the co-main event of the evening?
All right, representing Chihuahua, Mexico. She is 18-2 with 5 knockouts. The challenger, Yamaleth Mercado. And Marinata says, I do not respect Paul at all. I didn't at first. I've kind of, he's grown on me a little bit, though, for the reason that we were just talking about.
Yeah. MMA or not, are you, I know you're probably going for Woodley, but do you have a prediction on when the fight will end and how it will end?
All right, representing Brooklyn, New York, 40 wins against just 1 loss, 1 draw with 30 knockouts. A huge favorite here. The champion, Amanda Serrano.
RW, yes, Ariel Helwani is on the broadcast team. He is also doing the post-fight in-ring interviews. He is joined by Al Bernstein and Mauro Ranallo.
Pretty sure we're about to see a mugging right now.
It depends on how Mercado's going to handle the heavier weight class. Because Serrano is on one of the longest winning streaks that I've ever seen for not being an undefeated fighter. So,
yeah, I mean, plus she's used to the spotlight here. Pretty sure this is going to be the biggest fight for sure that Mercado's ever been in.
I'm taking Serrano by decision just because of my bet. But what do you two guys got tonight?
I'm gonna say by finish.
I think she gets it done in 2.
MMA Renata says Paul will win decisions. Okay. Woodley gasses too quick and hold back too much. And I was also thinking that, too, MMA, that he might come out barns burning and try to get Paul out of there in the first couple rounds and then just have nothing left for later in the fight.
I got Woodley's 6-round finish.
Finish in the last round? Or it's an 8-round fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All
right, round 1. Here we go.
Nice 1-2 there from Serrano.
And I know, like, Serrano is natural to this heavier weight class, but Mercado almost looks like she's shorter, but she looks like she's the bigger fighter.
Oh, nice left hook there from Serrano. Yeah, she might be. Good 1-2 back there from Mercado.
Does anybody know who the top female boxer is at the moment?
Wouldn't it be Claressa Shields?
Is she completely retired from boxing?
I don't think she's retired. So. I think she said she was going to do both because of the money in boxing.
Yeah, because if she's not... So Claressa Shields is the #1 ranked pound-for-pound female in the world, and India's Mary Kom is 2, and Amanda Serrano is 3.
Okay.
Nice right hand there from Mercado. I mean, she's definitely trying to hold her own here. Good combination from Serrano. Who's definitely winning the round. But Mercado, I mean, she definitely came to fight. Going to the body here.
Round fight. Serrano in the white, Mercado in the black with the Mexican flag trim.
I'm with you, MMA or not. I really want Woodley to win as well.
Is there a poll for the main event, Mike, or no?
No, I forgot. I never did get a poll up.
Okay. No biggie.
Nice round there for Serrano.
In the chat. And I was going to ask you, Mike and Wyatt, with Woodley, Askren, Taylor from the first fight, all these Anderson Silva, Tito Ortiz, all these MMA fighters going to boxing, do you see any of the top level female MMA fighters possibly crossing over and trying to cash in on the boxing purge right now?
Well, you already got a couple that have went to bare knuckle. Of course, Paige Van Zandt, and then she lost to God, I can't remember what her name is, but I mean, they'd have to be big personalities. I think it would have to be Chris Cyborg. I could see crossing over, possibly Amanda or Shevchenko. I don't know if anybody else has really got a big enough presence.
Has Holly Holm ever done regular boxing? I know she kickboxed, but
no, she was like the greatest female fighter on the planet there for a while, pretty close.
She got knocked out bad in boxing, though. I saw that before.
Okay.
Oh shit.
But I think I'm pretty sure Amanda Nunes would have the best career in boxing if she were to cross over, just based off her skill set. Like, I think Valentina is the best fighter in the world. That's just my biased opinion. But I don't think she's as good of a boxer as Amanda is.
HR is asking when the Jake fight starts. We are actually in round 2 of the co-main event of the evening. So it is the next fight up. And this one's scheduled for 10, and we're in the second.
Serrano doing a good job of controlling the ring here. Oh, nice little shoe shine. But Mercado getting her shots in here.
I'd say a reasonable guess to when the main event should start within the next 35 minutes.
Nice body shot there from Serrano. When I said second round knockout, I wasn't thinking about these 2-minute rounds, but I got to stick by it now.
Is that a women's thing, 2-minute rounds?
Yeah. That's because boxing's sexist.
No.
MMA is obviously more progressive because the rounds are the same length.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that they're 2-minute rounds, especially for a title fight. But yeah, clearly it's a gender thing.
Nice body shot.
Yeah, 2-minute rounds and only 10 rounds. Or 2-minute rounds, 10 rounds.
I think I'm a little ahead of you guys, but yeah, Jake actually has a legit, 3 TV screens on his shorts.
That is so ridiculous.
Incredible.
Nice combinations here from Serrano.
And it's like you were saying, White, I wonder if it's going to be a trend that catches on. It's just another way to, add flair and flash to your ring attire.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy, though.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense to me. It's like, how in the world does that work? Why would you put... Okay, now I can see it. Oh, yeah, okay. I was picturing, TV screens or something almost. They're like little things that have his name.
Okay. MMA or Nada says Valentina is hands down women's GOAT, Wyatt. I know you have an opinion on that.
Oh, yeah, I 100% agree. 100%. I'm just thinking in boxing, I think Amanda's a better boxer than Valentina. But as far as kicking game goes and then grappling, I think overall Valentina's a better fighter. So,
would you like to see Valentina possibly take some showcase fights in boxing if the money's right?
yeah. I mean, again, like I'm a fan of hers, so like anything that's going to help her out, yeah, I'm all for it. What weight class are these girls that we're watching right now?
Let me double check.
I thought it was 125. I'm not positive though. Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be the same weight class too.
Oops. What's going on? Joker US next fight, I believe. Yes, you're right. At the Jake beating starting
fight
soon.
In between, she fights at 112 and 115 pounds. Super flyweight, junior bantamweight.
Nice left hand from Serrano. Going to the body here early, too. I think she's going to wear Mercado down. I think Mercado is a little soft. She's moving up in weight, and, I mean, it's definitely not all muscle.
Yeah, and Serrano was definitely the aggressor in the press fights. Mercado kind of backed down. Serrano did pretty well carrying the fight presser-wise. She seems to be more experienced in bigger name fights, so nerves could be an issue for Mercado.
Nice combination there from Mercado. The right hook to the body and the left hook upstairs. I mean, just her style. I mean, I don't want to act like I'm a boxing trainer. Obviously, I'm not. But I think she could get more knockouts if she turned her hips into her shots a little more and had somebody work on the technique of her power shots.
What's up, Clavid? Glad you could join us. 46 of you beautiful people joining us tonight. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. And if you're new here and you want to join one of the best communities in all of YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified whenever Mike goes live tonight for the Jake Paul-Tyron Woodley fight.
Yeah, good to see you, Clavid. Haven't seen you in a while. We were just mentioning that the other night. Another good round here for Serrano. I think no questions on the scorecards. 3-0 Serrano.
Yeah, that's how I have it scored, Wyatt. You the same?
Yep.
So it's unanimous. Still to come, Woodley versus Paul. The boxing spectacle of the summer, as some are putting it. Lots of people supporting Woodley. The betting seems to be going towards Jake Paul. And honestly, I'm super intrigued to see the opening round of that main event tonight because I think it's going to tell us a lot on how the fight's going to end up going.
That was actually a low blow there from Serrano, but wasn't called there on the replay. Yeah, beautiful workmanship, though, there from Serrano. Doing exactly what she was supposed to do as a big favorite.
Yeah, exactly. Question for the chat. Go ahead and put out in the chat. After tonight, what's the next big boxing fight you guys are looking forward to? And I'll start it off with, of course, everyone should know my answer. It's the trilogy fight, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
Did they reschedule that fight?
I don't think there's an official date yet.
I haven't heard a date yet, but they're gonna fight. I know that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know Fury had the Tony Khabib virus, and that's why the last one was, that it was canceled to begin with.
Is there any word about what Canelo's next fight and when it's gonna be?
I have not seen.
Yeah, I think it's official for him to be fighting Caleb Plant. I don't know the date by heart, but I'm pretty sure that's happening.
You're right. I remember reading that now.
What are your thoughts on that fight, Wyatt?
I know absolutely nothing about Caleb Plant. So obviously I'll say Canelo because Canelo is, he's got to be like pound for pound number one now, right? But yeah, who knows? I think Caleb's bigger, got a longer reach because Canelo keeps going up weight classes. But yeah, I think you'd be kind of silly to pick against Canelo at this point.
Is Canelo the biggest boxing attraction going right now? Since technically Mayweather is retired.
Absolutely.
I think you got to say so, yeah. For me, it's
R-
Tyson Fury, but I'm very biased. So
RW says Fury Wilder is October 24th.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, RW. Good action here. Mercado getting in a few shots here. Serrano's she's just so much more polished.
She's very comfortable in this kind of fight too. You can see, good left hand there from Mercado though.
Oh, right, nice exchange there. Both women landing power shots there. 4-0 Serrano easily though.
I'm in agreement.
All right, up right after this fight, our main event, Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Continue to give us your predictions there in the chat. Like I said, I'm going with the MMA's own Tyron Woodley. My prediction, 6-round knockout.
I have Jake Paul with a KO, and I'm not going to pick an exact round, but I'm going to say between rounds 4 and 6. Somewhere in those rounds, I think Paul's going to finish Woodley.
I think it's going to be very competitive early on. I think later on in the fight, we're going to see the Tyron Woodley of old. I think he's going to kind of crumble a little bit under the pressure. He might start backing up like we've seen him do so many times before. I think Jake is significantly more mentally tough than people give him credit for. We haven't seen it yet, but I think he's going to be. And I think he's going to either a late finish or decision. But I think he's just going to kind of break him mentally, as sad as that sounds. So I hope not, but we'll see. I'm definitely cheering for Tyron.
Yeah, I got to admit, this one's a lot harder one to predict for me, though, because, I mean, it's definitely the best striker that Jake Paul has faced by far. Woodley, even in his prime, was more of an accomplished MMA fighter. He uses wrestling, mixed in his boxing. He is almost 40 years old. It's a lot of question marks.
What's up, Torrin Brown? Good to see you, buddy. Glad you could join us tonight.
Hey, Torrin in the house. Truth be told, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but hopefully not what I think it is there. KD McCoy.
KD McCoy definitely doesn't think Jake's winning tonight. I'll tell you that.
You're in round 5 of 10 in the co-main event. It's been all Amanda Serrano so far, and it doesn't seem like nothing's going to change in round number 5 so far.
No, nice lift the hook there for Serrano. I wish she would go for the kill here. I think Mercado is overly aggressive enough that she could make her open up here. But maybe she will in the later rounds.
Yeah, if you're in Mercado's corner, I mean, what can you tell her to try to change the tide of this fight? She's obviously not going to win on the scorecard, so she's going to have to do something to break down the wall that Serrano has put up.
Stop eating right hands like that.
Okay.
Looks like we just lost Wyatt temporarily.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
We have to re-invite him.
I'm not sure.
Round 5 is in the books.
He'll message you and let me know what happened there.
Yeah. All right, I got it 5-0 for the champion Amanda Serrano.
Completely
She's
agree.
To a victory at the moment. And don't forget, guys, after this fight, we're going to continue the trivia competition. A $20 Amazon gift card is on the line. So we have tons of trivia for you guys tonight.
Everybody needs stuff from Amazon. If anything, you can get $20 of the top ramen. It's a lot of top ramen.
Top ramen's a lifesaver if you're a college student.
Or if you're just poor in the middle of a pandemic.
That too.
Clavid, you and me both, man. I mean, I don't hate Paul like a lot of people do, like I mentioned, but definitely want to see Woodley get it done tonight.
All right, round 6 is underway. Amanda Serrano still the aggressor. Every single round, she's backed Mercado into the corners and just dominated with the pace of the fight. Mercado hasn't seemed to be able to establish any significant offense besides a couple of right hands over the top at the end of a couple of the rounds.
Nice right hand there from Serrano in a combination.
BBR Street Gang, what's up, buddy? He says, does anyone know who got bonuses last night? I know there was a couple obvious bonuses, but I can look it up real quick and I'll let you know. So give me a couple seconds.
Nice left hook to the body there from Mercado. I mean, that's not a bad start for her if she wants to be able to get a finish here. Another left hook to the body and a left hook upstairs. Why it says internet issue, I'll call back in. All right.
All right, the bonuses for last night's UFC. First was Gigi Kikdazi, the guy that won the main event. And then Abdul Razak Hassan won a bonus. And then Alessio De Chirico and Gerald Merchant also won bonuses last night.
Glad to see Gerald.
And Wyatt is back.
What's up, Wyatt? Yeah. Hey, that was seamless. You coming back in. I didn't even have to push anything. That was awesome.
Right.
Facebook seems to be superior to Skype, huh?
Absolutely.
Greg says, I think each Diaz bro should fight a Paul brother, co-main and main on the same card.
That would actually be
I will
really
say
cool.
one thing, that would be huge numbers if that ever happened.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I don't think Dana's going to let him do that anytime soon, but
Yeah, they just got to smoke some weed at another press conference. They'll be out of there in no time.
we know you're not a sellout, Torrin Brown. You've been around forever.
Another round in the books for Amanda Serrano. She is dominating this fight. So the betting lines were spot on when they had her as a heavy favorite.
What do you guys think about the live betting odds that they keep showing UFC? And I haven't noticed them in boxing.
They're interesting. I mean, they're it's the same thing as like the Twitter stuff. They're trying to like appeal to the social media aspect of things, I guess.
I think there might be some opportunity there, though. There's been a couple times where I wish I could have pulled the trigger.
Oh yeah, some of the odds are just ridiculous.
There's live betting in all other sports as well, and I've made some pretty good coin by capitalizing on live bets on like baseball games and the NBA playoffs. The current fight is the co-main event. It is Amanda Serrano versus Yoni Mercado for Serrano's 115-pound championship. And we're in round 7, and I have it 6-0 for the champion, Amanda Serrano.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great idea, though, like you were saying, Greg. I hope they do that. I mean, in Zuffa boxing was supposed to be a thing. Seems like, the pandemic was a good excuse for Dana to scrap that, but I don't know if he was ever serious about that.
If you are new to the channel, by all means, give us a like. Click that subscribe button if you want to join the best community in combat sports on all of YouTube. Mike will break down every fight when it comes up, and he's also the best play-by-play in the game today.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I'm not sure about that, but I appreciate that. Nice right hook there from Serrano. Good right hand from Mercado coming back here. This is Mercado's best round here. Nice right there, combination of the body, playing pretty good defense. Oh, that was a good right hook to the body from Mercado.
What time are you guys at?
30 seconds left in the round.
Okay, yeah. So I'm 30 seconds ahead.
She has changed her game plan up a little bit. She's finally being more aggressive in this round, where she was letting Serrano lead the entire fight so far.
Yeah, and this may give us a better chance of seeing a knockout from Serrano as Mercado opens up more. And I think Serrano might have kind of took this round off until the end here. Nice combination in the body.
Round 7 in the books.
Good finish there from Serrano, but I think Mercado might have won her first round there.
Man, 2-minute rounds go by quick.
They really do. The fights tonight are taking place in the Cleveland Cavaliers Arena, also known as the house that LeBron James built.
What's up, Zetro? So I don't know what that was. They were just showing right there. I mean, a fight from earlier today. Yeah, Conwell defeating Rubio, third round knockout.
Yeah, that was on right before the pay-per-view started. But I got to give props, guys, to Showtime. Their just overall appearance and broadcast is miles ahead of the Pacquiao pay-per-view we watched last week.
Yeah.
And the ESPN Plus broadcast. Showtime really does it very well.
Yeah, they do a great job. They do a great job with the lead-up as well.
Yeah, they took over where HBO left off at. I thought HBO was the best in the game, and then for whatever reason they decided to step away from boxing. And yeah, Showtime I think is head and shoulders above everybody now.
Yeah, HBO Sports was run by it was Mike or they hired a new director, and he's already been fired. So
well, that's good to hear.
Cross your fingers. HBO deserves to show combat sports. It's such a tragedy that they left the game.
Nice combination there from Mercado, having another better round here. I know Serrano's probably got a big lead here, but I mean, hats off to Mercado. She walked in comfortably tonight. You could tell she was confident, and I mean, she's acted like she belongs the entire time.
Yeah, she's very much in this. Odds don't reflect that at all, and of course she's losing, but she's still very much in this fight.
Oh, nice left hook there from Mercado. Right uppercut from Serrano, but Mercado a couple of big shots afterwards. Good exchanges.
With this being only a 10-round fight, we're about to enter the championship rounds.
All right, and I haven't had to remind anybody for a while, but this is not a dating service. Just a friendly reminder. Nice right hook to the body there from Serrano.
It's not a dating service?
Yeah, there's some stuff going on in the chat, that's all.
Not tonight, at least. Nice left hook there from Mercado.
So next fight is going to be a dating service? I'm excited. Are you like the matchmaker?
I'm pumped.
Could be. You guys are both single, right? So, I mean...
Let's do it.
I guess maybe I should have spoke with my co-broadcasters before announcing that.
I am not single anymore.
Oh, nice.
Well, congratulations.
I'm in that borderline area right now. I pray to God she's not listening to me say that.
Yeah, that's not what you want to say, my man. I'm borderline.
Just don't say I'm in an open relationship to whatever you do.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you'll be getting DMs like crazy.
I'm borderline.
What's up? Why are you guys blurred out? We're doing a new way so all three of us can be on the mic at the same time. So
yeah, sorry guys, I was changing the just getting the fight clock up for the next round. What's up?
All right, round 9 underway.
Here we go. Round 9. 2 more rounds of the co-main, and then Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley.
Wow! So the judges, the judges have it every single round to Serrano right now. Not the actual official judges, but whoever is reporting it right now.
Yeah,
I'm
nice
surprised.
combination there from Mercado. I'm not surprised by that. I only gave Mercado 1 round, the 7th, and I thought Serrano took most of it off.
I thought he won the 7th though, and the 8th was fairly close.
It was definitely much closer. And nice right hook there from Mercado. I mean, she's a dog. She is. She's making this a war.
Steve Farhood is the scorekeeper for Showtime Sports.
Okay.
They can't be better. Can't be worse. Excuse me, than the MMA judges have been recently.
I know what he's saying, Mike. Sorry to cut you off, but Kurosu, mine does that as well. It sets me to the lowest setting, it goes to 144p. You have to click those 3 dots at the top of the screen and go to your resolution, and then click 1080. Mine does it all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Nice left hook to the body there from Serrano. Mercado coming back with a combination. Nice uppercuts and body shots. Serrano, yeah, she's looking for the knockout finally now. And it took Mercado opening up, whose face just kind of exploded all over the place here.
Zetro says Jake has a better reach, has more weight, and is taller. I got Jake Paul. It's been pretty split in the chat. I'd say it's almost 50-50 with people picking Paul and people picking Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, I regret not putting a poll up now.
So, given Greg's previous question about the Paul brothers versus the Diaz brothers, how do you guys think a fight would go in a boxing match between Nate Diaz and Tyron Woodley?
Oh, I think Nate would win in a boxing match.
Think it'd be competitive?
I don't know.
Tyron is like a lot bigger than him, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, well, Nate's fighting at welterweight now. He's a little bit of a small welterweight, but they are the same weight class.
Yeah, but I think Tyron's probably, 20 to 25 pounds heavier than him?
Oh, Woodley's, yeah, he's 190 pounds tonight. And he said he walked around 186 when he was fighting at welterweight. I'm guessing Nate probably walks around closer to 166. So, yeah, probably 20 pounds. Nick Diaz trains in pro boxers in every camp. So does Nate. Yeah, now that you say that, I remember them talking about that. All right, round 10 here. Final round before the main event.
C. Cohen saying, howdy, Mike. Great to be back again.
Hey, thank you. Thanks. Glad to have you back. C. Cohen, Defender, and Clavid. I hadn't seen you guys for a little while. Nate walks around at 200. Oh, really? I did not know that.
That'd be a chubby Nate.
Nice right hand there from Mercado. Good left hook from Serrano. She's got to have a finish here, though. Serrano, I mean, she can win every round. Nobody's going to remember who she was on this unless she finishes Mercado.
She run out of time.
Oh, she's definitely really trying. A couple of nice right hands there and right hook. Oh, big shots to the body. I'm actually surprised
that Serrano didn't finish the fight. The way it looked at the beginning, I thought it was definitely not going to make it all the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. And, I mean, you could definitely see the disadvantage for a power puncher in these 2-minute rounds. Because you just run out of time. Nice.
Well, it looks like Billy's going to win his bet, though.
Yeah. I didn't want to jinx it, Wyatt.
Well, you're there on my stream, so congratulations.
Nice left hook there from Serrano. And, man, Mercado's face definitely looks like she was in a fight, maybe with a couple people.
Coach is going at it here.
Oh, something to look forward to. Impressive performance, nonetheless, from Amanda Serrano. And kudos to her. Definitely the biggest exposure of her boxing career tonight on this huge card. And she did not disappoint.
Yeah, nice right hand there from Mercado. Mercado always confident, including after a fight where she probably lost at least 9 of the 10 rounds. You can't hate the confidence there. I think Mercado might think she won.
I don't know about that.
That's Amanda Serrano's brother arguing with the cornerman of Mercado. Little petty after such a good fight from these two females.
Oh, for sure.
Hats off to a great fight from both ladies.
Huckabee says, I don't think he will take a dive. Former world champ. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see a dive.
No, me neither.
Hate the Pauls.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. It's a consensus that a lot of people hate the Pauls. But one thing you can't deny is they're a needle mover, and they're bringing eyes back to the sport of boxing. And at the same time, as we brought up before, they're bringing exposure to the egregious fighter pain in MMA, which all of us diehards are definitely down for.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of a needle mover, I won't spend long on this topic because I know nobody really wants to hear this, but are they needle movers or are they needle injectors? Because I've seen quite a bit of stuff out here saying that Jake is probably on PEDs for this fight. And the most outrageous thing of all to me is that they've been tested a grand total of 0 times for this fight, and they've also announced that they will not be tested on fight night. There's
Really?
0 tests for this fight.
So this is like Pride FC rules, pretty much.
This is, yeah, the only thing missing was please take steroids on the contract. Other than that, it's the exact same thing.
I want to give a quick shout out to MMA or Nada, who definitely figured out what's been going on in the chat. You are a smarter person than I am.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the heads up. I didn't think about it when they said something about our good friend Torin, but now I realized that they had a little tiff in the past. So thank you, MMA or Nada.
I kind of figured that's probably who that was to begin with. I think I know what you're talking about. Brimstone Salas says they're both using PEDs. I mean, if Paul is using PEDs, almost 40 years old, I hope to God that Woodley is taking the best PEDs in the world.
Yeah, and it's like TRT Belfort. We all love TRT Vitor.
Yeah, and I don't know that there's really that many negative effects from TRT. If supervised from a doctor, I mean, Rogan's been on it, admittedly, for like 20 years. He seems to be doing just fine.
True. He might need to lower his growth hormone intake, though, because that guy's head's going to explode here pretty quick.
That is true.
Unanimous decision victory for Amanda Serrano. She won at least 7 rounds on every single fight card. She retains both of her belts here tonight. And she is the number 3 pound-for-pound female boxer in the world. And besides Claressa Shields, she might be number 2 now on the name most people know when it comes to female boxing.
Yeah, big performance for her. Did exactly what was expected of her, except for, I mean, maybe the finish. And, man, Mercado, she is tough as hell. I'd love to see her. I'd love to see her fight again. Apparently, they're giving her a participation medal. Not sure what that's all about, but everybody's a winner now.
Mac209, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Dana Engano, welcome to the stream. Brimstone, welcome to the stream. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. All 55 of you, all junior Seaus of you. And if you're new here, why don't you drop a little subscription to it, ring that bell, and join the fun.
But, yeah, no, I wasn't trying to be controversial there, though. I actually wondered what the medal was. They were putting a medal around Mercado's neck, and I have no idea what was going on there.
Well, it's 2021. Can't be surprised. I mean, that's the direction the world's going, right? Everybody's getting some kind of award.
What was the MMA organization that used to give the fighters medals after the fights? Was it Dream? Or
maybe. I know sure. Pride had those huge trophies, which were pretty awesome. I would want a huge trophy in my house.
Yeah. They used to have really huge trophies. You're right. I miss old Pride. Those were good days.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would watch more Ryzen, except for the fact, I mean, they run from like 11 p.m. to 7 in the morning, and they have some brutal intermissions.
That's true. There's that famous, was it ONE FC or Ryzen? I think it was Ryzen. About a year ago, there's a famous Ryzen stream where me and Mike streamed until 7 o'clock in the morning, my time, and I literally fell asleep on the mic during the main event.
I don't blame you. I was about dozing off several times. I don't know how I made it.
Wasn't one of those foreign streams your biggest turnout ever, Mike? Didn't you have like hundreds of thousands of people tune in at once?
Ryzen was my biggest. I don't think we broke 100, but I think it was like around 70 or something. Outside of Ryzen, I know the biggest is still 62,000 for Dillashaw versus Cejudo.
Okay.
Yeah. Bellator's kind of gone towards a little bit of the old Pride days with all of their tournaments, and I'm not fighting it. I like it.
Oh, yeah, no, smart move. Well, it's funny they had all the tournaments before, and everybody's like, oh, okay, now we're kind of tired of it. And then you use that magical word Grand Prix, and you get the expertise of Scott Coker, which, in my opinion, is 10 times the promoter of Bjorn Remney. Nothing against Bjorn, but Scott's just way more experienced. And, yeah, I think it's been super successful for him.
Hey, Wyatt.
Yep.
Do you think Scott Coker is better at what he does than Dana White? And bear with me, because he has to deal with a lot less funds and a lot less exposure, but he puts out a superior product from time to time.
Man, I don't know. He's certainly more likable. I feel like Dana's definitely more ruthless in terms of negotiations and behind the scenes stuff. In terms of the actual product of what you watch, I certainly prefer to watch the UFC, but I think a lot of that is to do to the superior fighters in the UFC, at least in my opinion. But yeah, the entrances and stuff, they're definitely superior in Bellator. So it's hard to say. They both have their pieces that are more likable than the other. So
Main event is next, truth to be told. What's up there and the fuddy-duddy buddy? Cuba Owen, hey guys, good to see you here doing your thing. Let's go, Mike. Thank you. Good to see you, man. Yep, main event is now.
Do you prefer Bellator, Billy, in terms of the product that they put out?
It's not so much the product. It's just he's more open to different ideas instead of just sticking with the same format over and over again. He's open to other ideas, and I think it's good for the sport.
I loved the co-promotion with Ryzen. That was ballsy, but I think it was pretty smart.
Yeah. I don't know enough about Bellator, if I'm totally honest. I mean, I do really enjoy the Grand Prix setup. I find it difficult to watch because some of the guys in there are either way past their prime or just a significantly lower level of competition than you would see in the UFC. But like the finals, when you got like Pitbull and McKee and that kind of stuff, that's always super fun to watch. And I think they do a very good job promoting it as well. So
I agree completely. The main event is up next, but before that, it's trivia time, guys. So refresh your browsers, and Mike will fire away in 10 seconds.
All right, and all right, next trivia question up. Quick recap of trivia so far. Going for a $20 Amazon gift card tonight. And we have a tie, 2,000 points apiece between Jay Crisp and last night's winner. By the way, congratulations, no prize last night. But Greg Brimstone walked away with the competition last night. First question back, Anderson Silva. We all know the Spider Anderson Silva. He was the champion of this European organization right before entering the UFC. It's a decent-sized promotion at the time. Michael Bisping also fought over there, some other fighters.
So what European MMA organization did Anderson Silva come from before joining the UFC?
Jay Crisp has got it. King of the Ring. Jay Crisp. Hey, we have a new challenger in the trivia. Jay Crisp just took the lead.
Very nice.
All right, next question. Also going to be Anderson the Spider Silva. Anderson Silva won his first UFC title against this fighter in only a second bout in the octagon. Who did Anderson Silva dethrone to win the middleweight champion?
the math teacher.
Yes, it was a math teacher. Thank you, Arcade Chaos. Just hit the thumbs up.
Greg got it.
Yep, Rich Franklin. Oh, Jay Chris was like a second behind Torin, right behind him. So we got a tie here.
Speed test. Teddy had Chris Lieben. Chris Lieben was the debut fight for Anderson.
Yes. Oh, man, was that an ass whooping.
Yes, it was.
And Silva was the underdog.
He was. That's the crazy part. All right, we'll keep the rapid-fire trivia going.
All right, next up, this legendary coach trained Chuck Liddell and what was called the Pit? This legendary coach trained Chuck Liddell in what was called the Pit. Still very much involved in MMA to this day.
Friend of the show, too, by the way.
Oh, there it is. Greg Brimstone. Yes. John Hackelman. Yeah, he hasn't been on the show here yet, but he's we've done some things on Facebook, actually, yeah.
Does he still train Glover as well? Because I know Glover's got that title fight coming up.
Yes, he does. And he
All
actually, we had actually scheduled him to interview on the show, and it ended up being the night. I guess they sprung it on him pretty late that there was a Hall of Fame induction night that he was there for. So I can understand taking precedence over this show, but only excuse possible.
All right, I'm going to throw out a couple of trivia questions to give Mike a break. All right, everyone's refreshed and ready to go. What organization does Alpha Cat Zingano currently fight in? What MMA organization does Alpha Cat Zingano currently fight in? Teddy's got it. Bellator.
All right, one for Teddy.
So Teddy's on the board, and we'll keep this rapid fire trivia going. Name the fighter that Mirko Krokop defeated in his UFC debut. Name the fighter that Mirko Krokop defeated in his UFC debut.
I thought he lost his debut.
Krokop did not lose his debut.
Must have been second fight then. Okay.
It was the second fight he lost. It was not Pat Barry. It was not Gonzaga. Gonzaga was his second fight.
Was it the Invisible Man? Was it that guy? Guy who fights the Invisible Man?
It was not Arlovsky. This was a lower level heavyweight, and everyone was surprised that he got the Krokop fight.
Was it Brendan Schaub?
That's what I'm saying.
Schaub.
Okay.
Huckabee says Brendan. All right.
It was not Brendan.
Oh?
This fighter's nickname was Dirty. That should give it away. His nickname was Dirty.
Didn't Schaub beat Krokop?
He did.
That's
10 more
disgusting.
seconds. 9. There it is. Greg Brimstone. Eddie Dirty Sanchez.
I have no recollection of that fight.
Yeah, I knew that was
Good
a
one,
good
Greg.
question. Yeah, Eddie Sanchez was terrified in that fight, too. Terrified.
All right, I got a random question.
All right, go.
Guys, want to refresh your browsers? Give you 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so Tito Ortiz is coming back to fight Anderson Silva, but there was a lot of negotiations because obviously Tito wants to fight at 205, but they agreed to a catch weight at what weight? What weight is Tito Ortiz versus Anderson Silva at?
Good question.
It's not 190, Huckabee. PBR Street Gang, 195. That's correct.
All right, PBR gets it. Good job, PBR.
All right, Mike, you're up.
All right, guys. This bad boy MMA fighter finished his career at 165 pounds with a victory in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship this year. His nickname was the Bad Boy. He was in many legends, always in exciting fights. Not like this trivia stuff or the format of the stream. Sorry, boys, I'm out. Sorry to hear that, Robert. Make sure and text me any suggestions, Robert. I'm curious how you would make it better. And Greg Brimstone gets it. Leonard Garcia.
Greg? Greg did good last night too, right?
Yeah, Greg won last night.
That's creepy that he wants to see you that big. That's weird. Dustin Poirier's in the crowd tonight.
Wow. No, Robert, the reason for that is we're doing this on the video on Facebook's Messenger. We'll try to work with Skype later and see if it's a better format. Or not Skype, excuse me. What's the other one? Zoom that everybody's using. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of it. But
Lori thinks in the crowd as well.
Yeah, it's just been a while since we had done 3 people at once, so we were just happy we got the sound right.
I'm intrigued on what his thing is with trivia, because we do trivia all the time. That's one of our fortes.
Yeah, no, I understand. He just said he likes to see Mike's physical reaction. Of course, it's hard to see when he's crammed down in the corner, right?
No, I get that part 100%. I get it.
Yeah, if anybody's familiar with Messenger, if you know if there's a way to make my screen bigger, I won't be offended if you let me know, but I couldn't figure it out.
Hey, Robert, how was that wedding, by the way? Did you have a good time? Hope you did.
Check out Line app. I have checked out StreamYards. I was just having a tough time with it. Yeah, it'd be better to keep my full screen and keep thumbnails of the call-in guests.
While you guys work on that, I'll throw another trivia question out.
Yeah, if I would have known we were going to be just audio and I'd have had more time, yeah, maybe next time I'll try to do that. Wedding was off the hook. Nice.
Glad. That's awesome.
I mean, there was lots of alcohol, so I know you had a good time, Robert.
Yeah, it's always good when you have a good time at a wedding, because it's such a buzzkill if it's just a boring wedding. But anyway, guys, refresh your browsers. All right. This professional boxer attempted to compete in the UFC and lost a decisive fight to Randy the Natural Couture.
Good question.
This longtime championship boxer, by the way. There it is. Huckabee got it quick. James Stoney.
Yep.
The bartender captured me last call. Nice.
Good one for Huckabee there.
I could see you, Robert, getting through after last call. Don't surprise me there, man. That's awesome.
Hey, you seem to have that charisma. I'd give you a drink too.
Right. It would be fun to have Robert on here. Just have all 4 of us do this.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
we'll definitely have to figure out something. I'll definitely have to figure out something with the picture. I think Zoom's a little more friendly with this. I just have to get better at it.
Yeah, too bad. And you're the picture straight off of Facebook, huh? Because you're on our call. You're giant. Just on the screen, you're small.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was a way to flip that on here.
So Robert Kerrigan is right, especially since there's no image but Mike.
Well, what we could do is just... Oh, no, because there's all 3 of us.
Me?
I mean, I'm willing to step aside and let you and White call it normally.
What is this? Oh, no, this is... That didn't do it.
Click on your picture, Mike.
Grid view? No.
Yeah, can you click on your pictures?
It only does that. It just makes me disappear. And then when I do that...
Can you make us disappear?
When I was off the call, could you see a bigger picture of Mike?
No.
No?
I got giant. My picture got big.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Right there.
Where?
It says cam 1, links, and then pixels.
That's just the camera, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't change the pixels and just change what kind of camera we have.
Maybe making us smaller might do it, if it gives that option. When you click on our cameras.
Let me see. As remove and mute. Huh.
Click the X on mine.
All right, we'll see what happens and do that. Hopefully we don't lose you.
I can come back.
Oh, so all it did was exit. Yeah, it just exits the full screen. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try Zoom next time. StreamYard's is way to go for real. I can show you how to do it. Set up mic. It's so easy. I can do it. All right. Yeah, I might have to look into them too. I think I looked into them before, and they charged if there was more than 2 people on. I thought. I'm not sure though. I wouldn't be against Tyron suplexing Paul. You guys think that there's a little bit of a chance that Woodley might forget he's in a boxing match and throw in some MMA?
So.
He says double click on mic. Try that real quick.
Okay. Nope, it just made me disappear.
Hmm.
Oh, up to 10 now for free.
I mean, if you two just want to call it together, and I'll jump off, see if that helps.
Well, I think it makes sense for me to jump off because I'm ahead of you guys, right? You're at the same time, so I can leave and then I can come back right after the fight. We can continue discussing it. But
okay, that works.
Well, when you left before, I was still the same size, though.
Well, I know, but what we would do is we would end our 3-way call, and you would just call me on Messenger like we normally do.
Okay, sure, we can do that.
That works. If everybody wants to see that. I was hoping this is the biggest crowd we've had in a while, actually. I was hoping it was because they seen that we had more than one person calling it. But, yeah, we can try that.
It's just the event.
Whatever you want to do, buddy.
Okay.
It's all you.
All right, I'll go ahead and end the call, and we'll go back to regular OBS.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Okay. All right, just a little bit of patience from you guys, and you can see my screen here, but we'll get this figured out here. Oh. Nope. Actually, you know what, guys? Since I have my Facebook video manager, since I have the camera used by the Facebook Messenger, it's not gonna work. So I just realized that. Well, shoot. All right. Patience for a second, guys. I promise we will be back. Just working over here in the background. Tyron Woodley making his way to the cage, or to the ring. Excuse me, right now. It's cool, man. Not that big of a deal. Mike, didn't you post that video saying pregnant fighter set to fight? Oh, Jesus, no. I definitely did not. All right, if you're listening, Wyatt and Billy, I'm just going to bring you guys back in because I'm not going to be able to have my camera here anyways. All right, Billy and Wyatt, I'm inviting you back in because I don't know what else to do right now. So, hey, Billy.
What's up?
All right. I guess we're going to do it this way because I didn't think about it. I can't reassign my camera with OBS without completely restarting the stream, which I don't really want to do right now. So we'll just go.
Okay.
We're gonna go with this one for this stream, and then I promise, guys, we will work on making it better in the future.
Sounds good to me. I guess bring us back on the screen then, eh?
Yep. Figuring out there. There we go. Oops.
All right, guys. T Wood walking. He's now in the ring. He got sung out by some artist. I have the sound down, so I didn't get to catch who was
Probably
singing.
Wiz Khalifa.
I don't think it was. It didn't look like Wiz Khalifa. So if anyone knows, go ahead and throw that in the chat. But T Wood's in the ring, and here comes the hometown fighter from Cleveland, Ohio, Jake Paul.
All right, now your picture's smaller and just a whole bunch of empty space.
There has to be a way to change this.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, nobody uses Messenger. Won't be the first stream I start. Thanks, there, Cuba. You are correct. All right, Jake Paul making his entrance to the cage right now.
Can you take your mouse to the top screen so I can read what those little tabs say? I'm just curious what they say.
Top of the screen on ours?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, sorry. Says device settings and inner full screen, and this was the device settings here.
What happens when you enter full screen? I become huge?
Oh, we are in full screen.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's just microphones.
Get help. Oh, full screen, share screen. Oh, Alt S, share screen. Let me see if that. Oh, no, that's. I know what share screen is. Never mind.
Okay.
That just shows you my computer.
Okay. Now, what's the picture with the play button in it? Is that for YouTube? Where it says play games?
That's a watch. That's a watch together. If we wanted to watch something, together. So if I was watching something, I think we could both watch together. What's up, Cletus?
What's the picture of the two on the bottom of the screen right there? What's the picture like the two people next to each other?
Oh, this here. See all participants. Just let's just remove, but there's nothing. And invite people, but there's nothing I can even put on mine.
Oh. And the settings takes us back to the same place?
Settings, just screen sharing. Yeah. Yeah.
Stop the screen sharing.
Oh. Let's see what that does. Okay, settings. Disable screen sharing for everyone. Oh, let's see what it does.
Okay.
You disabled screen sharing. Does nothing. No.
Does nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, what it did on my end was got rid of me. So now I only see you.
Well, that's interesting. What's up, Brock? Brock Hillary, late entry for me tonight, fellas. How does the fights tonight? Hey, you're just in time for the main event. Hey, Matt Rouch. Haven't heard from you in a while, man. How's it going, Matt? Try toggle video shortcuts and then
hey, Mike,
the top right device.
What if I started the call with you? Then you would be in the middle and I would be in the corner.
Matt's a genius here. Matt knows what's going on. It says try toggle video shortcut, top right device settings.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt. Shortcut in the top right device settings. Okay. So where's toggle video? Alt V. Okay.
Alt V.
So let me try that. Now it just brings me in and out. You ever consider making a little mini movie documentary about fighting? I thought I'd have to. Well, thanks, Matt. I thought that was going to work. What's that?
What about my idea where I start the call and call you instead?
I think let's just go with it now. They're announcing the fighters.
Okay.
All right. What's up, Cameron Melwar? Good to see you. All right. Well, here we go. Jake Paul still warming up over there in the corner. I don't generally see people still hitting pads in the corner, but you don't see people doing a lot of things Jake Paul does. So Mike, go Woodley. I'm with you, man. Man, is Jake Paul virtue signaling to the... Well, I mean, I know he's from Cleveland, I guess, so that makes sense. But he's got... That is the jacket. He's got the Cavs, the Indians. He's got, like, every Cleveland team on his jacket there. All right, guys. Seattle Mike, Billy Hughes here from Fights with Friends. It is the main event. Let's get it on. Eight rounds in the 190-pound cruiserweight division. And
yeah, that was my idea.
Yeah. And here we go. Fighting out of the red corner, representing mixed martial arts with an MMA record of 19-7-1. Presenting the former undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world and making his boxing debut tonight, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley. Hello, Josh. Yes, let's go. All right, and they got a key in on Tyron's mom. Everybody loves his mom. Even Jake, even if you won't admit it.
Jake's rocking a shirt with every single Cleveland sports team on it.
I was just mentioning that. Interesting.
Brown.
All right, representing
the orange
Cleveland.
Gloves.
Representing Cleveland, Ohio. YouTuber turned professional boxer. He is 3-0 as a professional. The personality, the fighter, Jake Paul. Somewhere Ben Askren is screaming, "Avenge me." I noticed they didn't have, well, of course, it's Jimmy Lennon Jr. for Showtime, but I know why to laugh. I remember, I'll never forget Bruce Buffer saying Ben Askren when he announced his name. That was a little disrespectful, but quite hilarious.
Big fight feel in the crowd. A lot of nervous energy as they get their fighter instructions from the ref.
Hey, I got a big fight feel right now.
Yeah, I would almost just put up a background photo of the stream instead.
Oh,
Round one, getting ready to go.
Yeah, here we go. Oops.
Round number one. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. Here we go. Woodley in a very low stance. Woodley in the white trunks, Paul in the orange trunks.
What are we looking for here early, Billy Hughes? What do you expect early in this fight from each fighter?
I was expecting Woodley to come out very aggressive and Paul to kind of counterpunch. But if I'm wrong, that means Woodley's preparing for a longer fight.
Well, I think Paul wanted Woodley to come out aggressive for sure. Nice right hand to the body from Woodley.
This crowd is amped, so loud. Good body shot by Jake Paul. Woodley holding his hands tight and up high. Good guard so far. Jake Paul has his hands down low.
Jab there from Paul. Paul looks much, much taller than Woodley right now.
Especially with Woodley standing in the smaller stance, he's crouched down a little bit as well. A lot of feeling out so far in the first minute of the fight. Jake Paul is moving a lot more than Woodley. Woodley's standing a little flat-footed. That could be a problem. Double jab by Jake Paul.
And the right hand to the body from Paul. And he got no resistance from Woodley when he got on the inside there.
Another double jab from Paul. Kind of feeling the distance there, Mike. That's what he's going for with those two jabs. Trying to get the distance down.
Trying to land that big right hand.
So far, Woodley's got really good defense, though. He's not letting any avenues open for Paul. Paul to the body with the left hook behind it.
Oh, nice combination in the body. Good right hook to the body from Paul, and then upstairs.
1-2 misses for Paul. As in boxing terms, Paul is leading the dance in this round, though. Tyron Woodley, very tentative.
Yeah, he seems to be looking to counterpunch right now, but, I mean, Paul's almost forcing him to be the aggressor here.
Paul just jabbing with his left hand, pawing out for the directional.
Couple of nice shots to the body there from Woodley.
Seems like Woodley's got a lot of nervous energy, which is surprising with so many big fights in his past MMA career.
This is a very big, raucous crowd, though.
Yeah, big right hand just misses for T. Wood. 10-second count here at round one. Another feint from Jake Paul. Goes for another jab.
And clean. Jake Paul looks more clean in his boxing. All right, and there we go.
Round one in the book.
And I would say a big round for, even though it was a filling out round, big round for Jake Paul.
So we made it through the first, guys, and I want to say Woodley threw less than 10 punches in that round. So he's got to turn it up.
Easily.
According to Al Bernstein, the keys to victory for Jake Paul are to counterpunch effectively, control the range, and land the power right hand. Subsequently, the keys to victory for T. Wood, Tyron Woodley, is to use the jab to get inside the guard of Jake Paul. No off-balance rights. Keep your stance, but also land that big right hand. They're calling for both fighters to close the show with a big overhand right.
Brandon Minks, talk about the fights. All right. Well, I think we're talking about it. All right, here we go.
Round two. Lunging punches from T. Wood.
I don't like the way those punches looked for Tyron Woodley coming in right there. They did not look like boxer's punches.
Overhand right grazed the forehead of T. Wood. That's the knockout punch from Jake Paul. If he can land that clear, that would end the night. That's the first one that has gotten through it all so far, though. Another feeling out start to this round, though.
I mean,
both fighters are looking to counter.
Yeah, defensively, Woodley definitely looks like he belongs in there, like he knows what he's doing. I don't like the way he's turning over his punches right now.
He's lunging at him. If Jake can time that, he can counter very effectively if he does that again.
Nice right hand to the body from Paul with a left hand upstairs.
Left hook from Paul. Paul's definitely more active with the movement, making T. Wood follow him. T Wood feints with those jabs, but he's so far away, it's not going to cause any. There's a finally T Wood lands a punch.
Nice
Quick
left
left
hand
jab
there
from
from Woodley.
Answered back with a body punch from Jake Paul.
That was a good body punch from Paul, right down the middle. It's like he's aiming for the breadbasket there.
Looks like Paul's going to try to set it up with a left jab followed by a right hook over the top. That looks like what he wants. Big right hand from Wood lands. Best punch of the night for Tyron Woodley.
Definitely best punch of the night for Woodley, and hopefully to give him confidence in a new sport here that he can land. Hopefully it will start to feel a little more familiar.
But right after that, Jake Paul lands a clean jab that stumbled Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, and I think Paul was definitely winning this round.
Big left hook from Jake Paul.
Nice right hook to the body.
After it.
Nice right hand to the body also from Jake.
Woodley tries to reset. Jake's. Oh, there you go. Counter right hook from Tyron Woodley.
Throws the
He's
uppercut.
not landing clean though.
I think he might have touched him with that uppercut in there, but yeah, he's really got to cut off the ring and get inside here on Paul.
Coming up on the 10-second clock. There's the clap.
I feel like Woodley's almost giving Paul too much respect right now, though.
I will say Jake Paul looks really comfortable in there.
2 rounds to 0, Jake Paul.
Yeah, I agree. I got it 2 rounds to none. Jake Paul. Woodley finally was able to land a couple punches. Still outstruck in that round by Paul. Neither fighter is throwing a lot of punches.
And Wyatt, that's probably not a bad bet. Says just put 200 on Paul at minus 350. I mean, T Wood is he's not looking good. There's a lot of issues right now with what I see from Woodley right now.
Woodley's struggling to close the distance and get close enough to land one of his big strikes. He has not figured out a way to get in there. And it seems like he got frustrated towards the end of that round because he reverted back to those lunging hooks that you can see from a mile away.
Oh, I don't like the lunging, but I think maybe Woodley needs to not concentrate on being such a technical fighter and just work his way in there and swing some big power punches.
Here we go, round 3.
He's not going to win a decision against Jake Paul, in my opinion, anyways. Nice combination there from Paul. Oh, Paul big 1-2 from Jake.
They clinch up.
And Woodley took it. That was a 1-2 right on the chin from Paul, and Woodley just brushed it off.
Woodley switched to throwing jabs to the body so far early in this round.
I want to see
He's
Woodley take that.
Those hands high, though.
Yeah, I want to see Woodley take that right hook to the body.
Now, if you're Jake Paul, you can throw a hook to the body. That is exposed on Woodley's guard right now. Oh, good overhand right from Tyron Woodley. That one landed. And a jab to back it up.
Now, what's going to happen to Paul when he actually gets hit by somebody with power if Woodley connects, though? He might face a little bit of adversity tonight.
Oh, there it is. He went to the body like I was asking for. Jake Paul, solid right hand to the body of Woodley.
Yeah, body and the head. Good combination for Paul.
If Paul can smartly use... Oh, good left hook from Jake Paul.
Just as Woodley was starting to get Paul into the corner. Paul's baiting him against the ropes right now, and I think Woodley maybe realized it there. Nice combination, though, from Woodley.
Woodley's starting to throw his jab more in this round as well. Jab from Jake Paul. Jake Paul started to breathe heavy, Mike. You take a couple of real deep breaths in this round. Big uppercut from Jake Paul.
Oh,
landed clean.
Wow, and Woodley definitely shook his head on that one. He definitely felt that one.
Jake goes to the body.
Oh, man, nice shot to the body there from Woodley, or from Paul, excuse me, easily ducking another shot of Woodley.
Under a minute to go here in round 3. That uppercut hurt Woodley. He's still shaking that off.
Yeah, and the longer he lets Paul set like this, the more comfortable Paul's getting in there right now.
Jake barely missed that overhand right, and they clinch. 30 seconds to go, round 3.
I really feel like Paul's open for that overhand right if Woodley can throw it behind the jab. Look, he's got his hands way down. He might be getting a little bit tired. His hands are much lower now. Woodley
10
just
seconds
needs
to go.
to throw.
No one's thrown a punch in the last 35 seconds.
Throw a damn punch, Tyron.
Right at the buzzer, he throws one.
Oh, nice right hand from Woodley at the buzzer. Now Paul talking a little bit. I mean, if you're Woodley, I know he's not a big trash talker, but I mean, I think you need to get in there and try to disrupt Paul right now. He's just, you know, he's on right now, and Woodley's not doing anything to stop it.
I would 3 rounds to none. Jake Paul, Woodley did more in that round, but that uppercut was the biggest punch of the round by far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's the replay. Sets it up with a left jab, right up the middle. Follows it with the left, right behind it.
Oh, see, from the angle, I thought that uppercut landed a lot better than it did. It looks like it hit a lot of gloves, and it was mostly the left hook.
Yeah, that left actually caused more damage. But that straight right at the end of the round was really clean from T. Wood.
Robert Kerrigan says 2-1 T. Wood. Remember, I said 6th round. Tyron Woodley, I stand behind that still.
All right, here we go, round 4.
I do think Paul's getting tired. Woodley, let it go now.
Woodley's wild left hand. He's going back to that straight right.
There he's throwing that overhand right. He's just short.
Oh, he landed that one, though. That was a beautiful left hook counter by T. Wood.
Just like I had mentioned, to throw the overhand right behind the jab. Woodley went for it and missed, but he landed the next shot. Good jab to the body from Paul. If I'm Woodley right now, and Woodley, that's something that you can do in MMA and you can't do in boxing. Hit in the clinch. He's going to get a warning from the referee there. Once you clinch onto the opponent, you cannot keep punching. Your opponent can, but you cannot.
Jab to the body from Jake Paul. Another good jab there from Paul. Wild right hook lands on T. Wood's shoulder, and they clinch up again. 2 minutes to go in round 4. Getting close to the halfway point of this main event fight.
And Woodley, he just needs to keep throwing that jab and everything out there. I would not care a whole lot where you're hitting Paul right away. If you're hitting him in the arms, even if you're hitting him in the gloves, just use that jab to get inside and throw that right hook to the body or the overhand right. Good combination from Paul.
Paul's been focusing on the body in this 4th round.
Jake's gassing out. Here's your chance. T. Wood says Rodney War Eagle. And Robert says Jake is going down this round.
Big overhand right.
Oh,
and they clinch.
Big right hand from T. Wood, yes.
Paul's barely blocking those with his glove.
1 minute left in the 4th round.
Oh, stumbled.
Oh, big right hand from Woodley. Paul is hurt. Big combination. Woodley needs to jump on him right now. Paul is stunned. He's sticking his tongue out. T. Wood can finish him here. Left hand from T. Wood. Oh, Paul is rocked the way he threw that left hook. 40 seconds left. Woodley needs to jump on him right now. Right hand from Tyron. Throw, Woodley.
Left hook.
Left hook runs right upstairs.
Loud. Oh, Paul landed.
Oh, big right hand from Paul. That shook Woodley and almost floored him.
He fell into Paul's arms.
Wow.
12 seconds to go in the very eventful 4th round.
What a round. Seconds left here.
Woodley went for the big right. End of the round. We're 3-4.
I would still say that was Woodley's round, but I mean, Paul landed a big shot too, and This is, I mean, it goes without saying, this is the most adversity Jake Paul's ever faced.
The gas tank is coming into play now.
The gas tank being hurt in an actual fight. I mean, he's going to earn his paycheck tonight.
T. Wood landed a clean left hook. Sets it up with the jab, overhand right. Hit him on the back of the head. Paul got hit on the back of the head there.
Well, for what I think you can expect from this kind of a fight, I mean, I think we're getting all the drama that we expected through 5 rounds now. Yeah, big right hand right on the temple, you see. And he was through the ropes. Technically, that's a knockdown.
His arm's stuck in the ropes.
The ropes held Jake Paul up. That should have been called a knockdown.
Round 5 underway.
I mean, that's in the rules. If the ropes hold you up, it's a knockdown. Right hand to the body from Woodley to start the 5th round.
Big props to the crowd. They have been awesome all night. Good jab there from Jake Paul.
Double jab.
Another big punch from Woodley. Woodley is super confident now.
Oh, man, both guys really swinging. Only 30 seconds into this round, and Paul is definitely tired.
Jake charges at him, lands a couple glancing punches, and they clinch.
Oh, that was mostly Woodley wearing Paul out there, though. Paul put a lot of energy into that combination. I think Jake Paul's in a lot of trouble.
39-37 Paul after 4.
Jake Paul's in a lot of trouble right now, though. Left hook lands for Woodley.
Jake's very off balance, Mike. He's
big
gassing
left
out
from Woodley.
Oh, and beautiful right from T. Wood.
Right on the chin.
Gorgeous punch.
And Woodley's always been a slow starter. He is definitely holding his own and more right now.
Good body punch from Jake.
And a wild right hook that misses. If I'm Woodley, anytime I'm clinching and I get a chance to talk to Paul, I'm whispering in his ear. You're not used to this, are you? You're in the trenches.
Big left hook from Jake Paul.
Oh, and Woodley's just talking to him. And Paul licking his hands here, but Woodley, you're not going to intimidate Tyron Woodley. It's not going to happen.
Under a minute to go here in round 5.
Woodley trying to bait Paul to come forward, but he needs to throw. He needs to close that distance, and he needs to do it with his jab. Woodley can cut that distance with the double jab.
Oh, beautiful jab by Jake Paul. That snapped T. Wood's head back. Wild right hand by Jake Paul. Coming up on 30 seconds to go in round 5. Jake Paul to the body.
It's just very disappointing that Woodley's coming in without even bringing the jab behind it right now, though. Right hand lands for Paul.
There's a jab.
Yeah, that one hit Paul square in the face. Coming down to the last
the announcers are pointing out Woodley's jab. 10 seconds to go here in the 5th round. Jab to the body from Paul. Another jab. Overhand right from Paul.
Oh, and it landed. Woodley shakes his head. Oh, and a big right hand from Woodley. And there he is. That's what I want to see from Woodley. Screaming in the face of Paul. This is not a situation that Paul has faced before. I think Woodley probably won that round again, but I mean...
No way. Woodley landed 3 punches. How did he win that round? He landed 2 jabs and a glancing straight right. I'm just being honest.
Okay, let me look back. He landed that nice uppercut there. Paul did land some good punches.
They both reverted back to not throwing any punches in the last minute of that round.
There, nice right hand on the chin there for Woodley. All right, round 6 here coming up. Robert Kerrigan says 3-2 T-Wood.
Round 6 of a scheduled 8.
Well, I have it 3-2 in favor of Jake Paul. Have you given any rounds to Woodley? Nice combination for Tyron.
Yeah, I gave Woodley the 4th. "30 seconds into round 6.
Paul doesn't have to throw the jab here. He should, but Woodley has to get inside and stay away from danger.
And the Showtime scorekeeper has it 4 rounds to 1, 49-46, Jake Paul. Good right hand to the body there from Jake. And the announcers agree with that scorecard. Jab to the body from Jake. Wild right hand by Tyron Woodley, missed it. That didn't land, though.
Dave Chappelle up in the front? Yeah, Dave Chappelle in the crowd.
Yeah, doesn't he live in that area now? Didn't he move to Ohio?
Yeah, he lives in Ohio.
That's what I thought. Woodley needs to go back to his jab, Mike. That's what he was having the best success with, using the jab to set up his punches.
Oh, and he needs it to cut the distance, too. Oh, nice combination from Paul.
Yeah,
Head
good
and
left
body.
hand.
Oh, left hook from Paul. That was a big left hook. Woodley is his own worst enemy right now, in my opinion, because he is just not letting his hands go. He's got Paul backed up. He's got a tired Paul, and he just refuses to throw punches. I don't understand this.
Another wild left hook. They both threw missing punches there. Finally, Woodley tries to throw a jab, but it gets countered with the left hook from Jake.
Woodley's starting to remind me of those aging punchers that can see the openings but can't take advantage of them.
Another left hook lands for Jake Paul. Woodley keeps shaking his left hand. Do you think he hurt it?
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was just kind of, it was kind of a feigning move, but you might be right.
Oh, nice left hook from Jake. Overhand right lands for Jake.
And that would explain the lack of jabs from Woodley here.
"20 seconds to go here in the 6th round.
And Woodley is definitely, he's dropping his hands, but he's really open for an uppercut when he's coming forward. Look at that, the spacing between his hands. And Paul's got a pretty good right uppercut.
10 seconds to go in the round.
Paul is exhausted. Woodley.
Good left hook, though.
And a nice right hand from Woodley. And Jake Paul, he's becoming a boxer. I still wasn't able to, admit that he was really a boxer, really a fighter. He's faced a lot of adversity tonight. If he gets through this fight, he's gained a little more respect from me. And Robert says 3-3.
I got it 5 rounds to 1, Jake Paul.
Diamond Star says Jake wins. I also gave that round to Jake. I have it 4 rounds to 2 in favor of Jake Paul. Let's hear what they're saying in Tyron's corner.
Okay. Woodley does have a good cornerman, by the way. His head coach.
His corner basically is all he's telling him is to go first and things are going to work out. Well, that's some good advice. I'd like to hear something a little more technical. Right now, since he's seems to be losing this fight badly.
Good right hand to start, though, for T. Wood. Jake clinches up. Round 7 of 8.
All right.
Main event, cruiserweight.
Guerrero Gringo agrees with you. 5-1 Paul. Sounds like Woodley needs to get his beast mode going. Definitely.
Steve Farhood has it 59-55 Jake Paul as Jake lands back-to-back left jabs. And finally, T. Wood's starting to throw that jab out there again. I don't know where he went with that in the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, Tyron Woodley's running out of time here, though.
Do you think it maybe be the inexperienced boxing is why he didn't focus on his jab after finding success in round 4 with it?
I don't know. Good slip there from Paul, though. Slips underneath the 1-2 there from Woodley. He started out with it, so I couldn't answer why he would stop using it. Nice right hook there though from Paul. Oh, big left hand from Woodley. They're finally exchanging again.
Left jab lands for Jake Paul. Good overhand right from Woodley. Left hand counter by Jake Paul. They both landed flush there. Coming up on 90 seconds to go in round 7. Good overhand right there from Tyron Woodley.
And notice Woodley, he threw that behind the jab that time. I think that's where his success is going to come. I'd like to see him go down to the body with that right hook a couple times just to mix it up.
Jake answers back with the double jab, which he's gone to over and over again tonight. Jab to the body by Jake. Another jab to the body. Straight jab from Jake. Jake's using that jab to keep Woodley off him. Jab to the body again from Jake.
Yeah, and he's just doing it over, rinse and repeat right now.
Jab and the right hook to the body from Jake and the jab up top. Good left hook from Jake, followed by a counter left hook by Woodley.
Yeah, that was a good left hook from Woodley. He caught Paul right on the chin. I think he might have hurt Paul again.
40 seconds to go. Lunging left, straight left.
Oh, big left hand for Paul.
30 seconds to go in round 7. Good left hook to the body from Jake Paul. Woodley immediately clinched after that body punch. If Woodley's tired, he's hiding it very well. Coming up on 15 seconds. Jab to the body from Jake.
And Paul.
Big right hook from Jake Paul.
Oh, wow. That was one of the biggest punches in the fight, that right hook from Paul. You seen Woodley's head snap back, the swept fly.
Yep. Right, and that's the end of round 7.
Wow, that was a poster right hand from Paul.
T-Wood needs a knockout on my card, Mike.
Robert Kerrigan says 4-3 Paul. On my card as well, I have Tyron winning 2 rounds.
So you have it 5-2 Jake?
5-2 for Jake. Those judges will not let
So you need a knockout too.
Nah, man, Woodley losing this. Watch him call it a draw.
I'm not even looking at the chat because some people are ahead of us.
Yeah, no, they have actually legitimate judges in there tonight. I don't think we're going to see a draw or anything super janky, and there's no Adelaide Bird or, any funny business like that.
So the round started with that clean left hook from T-Wood, and then here's that overhand right you're talking about. It stunned T-Wood. You could see his eyes get wide open when he got hit with that one. All right, 8th and final round, guys. Main event of the evening, Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. On my card, T-Wood needs a knockout.
But besides, the inactivity from Woodley, I mean, I think this fight has been as much as you could expect. Big right hand from Woodley.
Beautiful jab from T-Wood. Another right from T-Wood. Good left hand answered by Paul. They both landed clean there.
Beautiful exchange.
The announcers are saying Woodley has to know he needs to finish. Steve Farwood has it 69-64. Paul after 7.
And the one thing, if you're Jake Paul, there's the one thing you have to notice is when he doesn't throw punches, Woodley doesn't either. Notice Woodley waiting for him.
Oh wow!
Big
beautiful overhand right from Jake. Woodley shakes it off.
Yeah, right on the beard.
2 minutes to go in the main event. Woodley's got to go.
I mean, Woodley's taken punches from Vicente Luque with 4-ounce gloves, so I didn't expect Paul to knock him out. But
they might just touch heads, Mike. There might have been a slight headbutt just now.
Yeah, some good shots from Paul tonight.
Coming up on 90 seconds remaining. Good jab from Jake Paul and a left hook. Using his reach advantage to the perfect timing.
Good left hand there from Woodley. Running out of time here. Oh, and Woodley really missed an opportunity there, I felt. Jake really overextended with that double jab, and Woodley didn't do anything. Nice right hand there from Woodley.
Coming up on a minute left, uppercut lands for Jake Paul.
and left hook from Woodley.
And they clinch. They both almost headbutted each other again. They both ducked down at the exact same time. 49 seconds to go. You got to go if you're Woodley. You got to go. There's a good right hand from Tyron.
He's got Paul up against the ropes. Throw the jab, overhand right behind it.
Is this the final 30 seconds of Tyron Woodley's career?
Well, if he doesn't land something here really quick, I think it probably is.
If Jake Paul was even remotely smart, you would be all defense here. Big right hand from Tyron.
Oh, that hurt him.
Big clinches.
And Paul clinches. Woodley's got to go right now.
Another right hand.
Another right hand. Paul is reeling.
Go.
One more punch and Woodley could take him out.
Glancing right hand.
Got to throw another right hand. Lands for Woodley. And it is all over. Jake Paul survives and most likely wins a unanimous decision.
I have it 6 rounds to 2.
I have it 5 rounds to 3.
78 to...
Jake Paul won by decision. Wow, no lunch outboxed. And no luck outboxed T. Wood.
I have it Jake Paul 78, Tyron Woodley 74 is my final scorecard.
Robert says 5-3 Paul, or I could see judges saying 6-2 Paul. Woodley took the money. Good for him. Well, I mean, he definitely hit Paul with some shots. He definitely hurt him. He definitely didn't just show up for the paycheck. I mean, he was having an issue pulling the trigger several times, but that's what we've seen in him towards the end of his UFC career. So, I mean, I think Tyron Woodley gave it the best effort he had.
Couple questions were answered tonight. We saw that Jake Paul can go the full 8 rounds. We saw him get hit hard and withstand it. So a couple of the questions everyone wanted to know were answered. CompuBox numbers: 36 of 122 jabs for Jake Paul, 11 of 48 for Woodley, 35 of 85 power punches for Paul, 41 of 115 for Woodley, 71 total punches landed by Paul, 52 by Woodley, 22 body shots landed by Jake Paul to only 6 for Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, he landed a lot of those jabs to the body too, but yeah, Paul definitely in favor there. But like I said, yeah, the power bunch is actually in favor of Woodley, 41-35. Good jab here tonight from Paul. But I mean, look at that difference. One of the biggest stats of this fight for me is 122 punches thrown from Jake Paul, the taller fighter. Only 48 jabs thrown from Tyron Woodley. Big mistake in my opinion.
Yeah, especially in that 4th round where Woodley dominated that round, in my opinion, was all because of that lead left jab. And he abandoned it completely for the next 2 rounds when he had a clearly tired Jake Paul with finally facing adversity for the first time in his boxing career. And in my opinion, Woodley let him off the hook, let Jake Paul get his feet back under him, and I think it cost Woodley the fight.
No, absolutely. And I'm not trying to disrespect Jake Paul. I mean, he showed us a lot tonight. But I mean, Tyron Woodley in a way beat himself as much as Jake Paul did. Just on inactivity, and like I said, not throwing that jab. I think he missed a lot of opportunities tonight. Oh, wow, big overhand right there lands for Paul. And I've been very critical of Jake Paul in the past. I don't know if I'm ever going to be a fan. But what were you doing at 24 years old? This kid's probably going to be 4-0 as a professional boxer right now. He's a successful YouTuber, a millionaire. He's got his own boxing promotion. You got to tip your hat a little bit to the kid.
Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley embraced in the corner. The beef is squashed. They both made their money. Here we go, scorecards. Do you want me to turn the sound up, Mike?
Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, we have a split decision.
Wow.
Decision.
Judging ringside.
Somebody's been drinking a little.
75 in favor of Jake Paul. Judging ringside, Phil Rogers scores about 77-75 in favor of Tyron Woodley. And judging ringside, Dana DePaulo scores about 78-74 in favor of the winner by split decision. And still undefeated, the Problem.
All right, so there you go, a split decision. I mean, I think even the biggest Woodley fan on earth would probably not have given it that. Horrible judging, inexcusable in my opinion. But the winner goes to the guy that did the most to win the fight.
Yeah, so one judge had it 6-4, Jake. One judge had it 6-4, or sorry, excuse me, 5-3, Jake. One judge had it 5-3, Tyron, and one judge had it 6-2, Jake.
Oh, come on, Arcade. I think I've been critical enough of Paul in the past to give him a couple compliments. You're not going to find me a Jake Paul lover anytime soon, but I got to call it like I see it. And, I mean, like I said, he did his job tonight. And at 24 years old, I mean, what were most of us doing? Probably not a whole lot.
Yeah, and a lot of the experts, every single expert, that was calling the fight, Morrow, Al Bernstein, Ariel Helwani, Steve Farhood, all had the scorecards for Jake Paul. It wasn't a fluke. Me and Mike both had it scored for Jake Paul. Robert Kerrigan had it scored for Jake Paul. It was a better fight than I was expecting. And I think if you're in the Jake Paul camp, yeah, you'd love knockouts, but this is almost better because it answered a lot of the unanswered questions that people had.
Yeah, you got to be very happy, and I think if this is the first Jake Paul fight that you paid for, I think it probably leaves you maybe buying another one. I mean, what did you expect coming into this? He did very well, I think. Phil says madness. Yeah, the split decision, that was unexpected. But, yeah, I don't like Jake, but that's expected outcome.
Right. For those of you who didn't see the undercard, the rumored next fight for Jake Paul could possibly be Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury's younger brother. He won a unanimous decision 4-round fight earlier tonight, but he was very unimpressive. He was in there in the showcase fight that he was supposed to knock the guy out. He didn't even knock his opponent down. So I think the window is wide open for anybody else to challenge Jake Paul now that Tommy Fury has dropped the ball.
Well, he won his fight. I think he probably still gets the next fight against Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul wins it. And, I mean, I don't think he's ever going to face Tyson Fury or any of the heavyweight champions of the world, but I didn't think he'd get this far either.
I will say, size-wise, how he was bigger than Woodley, if he fights Tommy Fury, they're going to be the exact same size. So.
Okay, very much agreed, Wyatt. And I really wanted Woodley to win. 77-75 Woodley is a completely ridiculous scorecard. Says I wanted Woodley to win, but that wasn't close. No, it was not.
Yeah, that means that judge gave him 5 rounds, and I think you'd have a hard time finding 4 rounds to make it a draw.
Yeah, I would like for that judge to sit down with me and tell me what 5 rounds he gave him and why. I'd be really interested to see him explain that.
I agree.
Clearly, Jake should be fighting Tyson Fury next. Comment of the night, Greg Brimstone.
Yes.
All right, as soon as Tyson Fury versus Wilder is over, Jake Paul, the obvious contender for the heavyweight championship, he will face the winner of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, without a doubt, for the greatest heavyweight boxer on the planet.
Another point I want to make to everyone is, I think another one of the biggest game changers tonight for Jake Paul in his future was teaming up with Showtime. It legitimized him, and just the production that was tonight. This was a real boxing production. This was a real boxing fight.
Absolutely,
so now
they do a great job.
Camp with Showtime, the sky is the limit when it comes to that avenue.
All right. Well, thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Wyatt, earlier. I apologize for the format of both of us on here, that I couldn't make my video bigger. When we do this again with multiple people, I'll make sure and get those kinks worked out.
And we're going to extend the trivia competition to the next UFC because I just don't think it's fair enough. We didn't have enough questions asked. So Mike's going to keep the scorecards. So tune in for the next UFC broadcast from Mike, and the winner will receive that $20 Amazon gift card. So look forward to seeing you guys for the next one.
All right. Thank you, Billy. Once again, I think
Good night, everybody.
I'm going to get some sleep for work. All right. Billy Hughes, everyone. Oops. I kind of screwed it up when he left there. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in to a successful night. I think that was as much as we could have asked for. Obviously, maybe some more activity out of Woodley. But Jake Paul gets it done. Probably should have been a unanimous decision. Great performance for him. We've seen him face adversity really for the first time, getting tired, getting hurt. Hey, I'm looking forward to watching him fight again. He's turning me around. Guys, as always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.